This is Misscraft.
Hey there, Tavern goers. Welcome back to Misscraft. It's Jameson Oxford. I'll be your Mythcrafter, and rolling dice with me today is
Jeff. Hi, I'm Jeff. I'll be joining you today as Jacques, or more aptly, Yokmok. I can't wait to play. Playing with me today is...
I'm Jason, and I'm going to play Bront headfirst. Can't wait to get started.
Hi, I'm Katie Mischief, and I play Ervin P. Salamanderious.
And I'm Ian. I'm playing Zarian Blackmore.
And this is Misscraft.
When last we missed, Renzo was a bad dog, and he paid his penance in hard labor, leaving him behind as the rest of the party explored the abandoned part of the farm. What they found there seems to hint to something darker having happened there. What yet? They don't know. But I'm sure they'll find out.
I want to taste the air in here and see if I taste magic. I just want to do an Arcana check.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Because I'm going to be... This whole game that we're about to play is called Ervin P. Salamanderious and his Arcana checks.
Okay.
26.
Where he goes,
It does not taste like magic. There is, with a 26 being a very high roll, there's the taint of something on the wind, but nothing in here.
There's taint on the wind?
Shut up.
We smell taint. Oh,
And it's a hot day.
It's not a good flavor. It's taint on the wind. I mean, you do have a guy who pisses on himself traveling with you, so I think there's always a little taint on the wind.
Yeah. Ervin doesn't say anything other than he's pretty visibly tasting the air. I'm sure they have seen me do it at least once or twice. But Ervin P. Salamanderious doesn't say anything.
does Ervin P. Salamanderious occasionally stick his tongue out and lick his eyeball? I'm just curious.
Not in the presence and company of others. That would be considered rude.
Gotcha. Okay.
Jason is like my inner thoughts given voice. It's very funny. He always did.
I look over at Ervin, visibly tasting the air, and I say, "You mentioned breakfast, but I noticed that you did not eat."
Eating for me is a choice when it comes to regular food. So whenever I'm given my portion, if it's not too appetizing to me, or it looks like others could use the increase in food, then I just give them my portion.
During your explanation, Yakmok shakes his head in like a no sort of way, but, lets you finish, and he goes, "I am aware. We have been traveling. I have noticed. And you have stated, I mean, you didn't eat what would be nourishing for you, and it seemed odd as you are the one who brought up breakfast."
It was more a politeness because I assumed the ladies would bring us breakfast. People enjoy when you seem excited to eat their food.
Bront's gonna look at the floor. You see all the boot, the boot footprints. Is there a basement door, hatch, or anything like that around?
Around here, it would be a cellar.
Mm-hmm.
true.
Yeah, there's a cellar. I'm trying to think if there'd be a cellar on the barn. I'm going to go ahead and say yes. When you look around, you see actually there's a cellar hatch on both buildings.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to go up to this cellar hatch, and I'm going to headbutt it open.
Okay.
You're gonna headbutt the ground? Isn't a cellar hatch just a lean open ground door?
Yeah, no, he's going to open it the wrong way.
And I lean real far back and just thwack and just hit that motherfucker.
Dust and moths fly out as the rotted timbers cave to this man's single prerogative as the doors stove into the cellar below you.
Were you standing on it when you broke it?
If it's laying flat, yes.
You fall into the cellar
Ah!
and you are immediately greeted by the smell of old blood.
Ah!
I stand there stunned for just the half a second that it takes to realize what the fuck he just did. And then I run in to pull him out of what might be danger because he just fell into a cellar.
Yep.
And I run in to try to pull him out just in case something happens before, there's too much time to process.
Sure, it's dark down there. Jockmock, you just kind of reach down to yank him out right away.
Yeah.
I'll kind of like put my hand up to stop, and I say, "It smells like old blood down here. There could be something worth looking for." And I'll get my torch out.
Yes, but that does not mean you just run head first and shut fucking damn it.
Yes, it does. I always go head first. You know this.
I realized who I was talking to as I was saying it. Unfortunately.
It's not even his middle name. It's his fucking name.
Yeah.
I go head first. My name, Bront head first. Here I am, first with head.
Bront, as you strike a torch, the firelight starts to lick along the walls, and you see what seems to be, it used to be probably knowing what they do, they probably kept blood down here, which you feel like, first instinct is that's probably what the smell is. They kept blood down here for years. But then you realize that no one's lived here in probably 20 years, and there are no signs of any, like, when they moved, they took all the valuable stuff with them. That's a valuable tool to them. There's no evidence of any blood sacks or blood. As you move the light along the shelving here, you see in the middle of this room what looks to be the remnants of some sort of sketched out symbol drawn into the floor.
Oh, we're getting into the occult? Oh, dude.
Yeah, with what appears to be white and black chalk combined. There are symbols that Bront does not understand sketched along the walls and the floor. There seem to be sets of candles that were burned low.
Oh.
At this stage, I will need you to roll some sort of intelligence check.
Dude, I'm so down. If I hear whispers in my head, I'm with it.
What do you see?
Does the taste get worse to me?
Yes. Yeah, you definitely taste that foul flavor that was on the wind suddenly gets a lot stronger.
Ah, yes, the taint.
I say.
The taint.
Suddenly it's taintier.
What was this check again?
Intelligence.
An intelligence check, unless you have something else that's valid in intelligence.
Oh, god damn. It's a -2, and I got a 19 on the die.
Yeah, it's not your best.
Yeah.
We got a 17.
You got a 17?
Yes.
Yeah, he got a 19 -2, 17.
All right. As you sort of just prod around with your torch, you also see what looks to be, it looks like the heartwood of a blood oak. There's like the vines and leaves have been stripped of a blood oak, and it looks like the heartwood has been carved into. It looks like somebody carved a chunk of it out. out of the very center of this vine.
You know, I was starting to have a suspicion.
And Ervin P. Salamanderious, sorry to interrupt, but this is exactly the kind of person that he is. He's just interrupting, talking incessantly to the other two.
Interrupting the GM.
Yes. He'll interrupt God himself if he wants to talk too long.
Interrupting your inner monologue.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so you notice that this heartwood has been carved into, and also in the center of the ritual circle, bucket of dried blood. It is very clear that if someone wasn't murdered here, something else happened to a body here.
Huh.
It could have been a pig.
Could have been a pig. Something.
I'm holding the other two back as we've gotten really not much from Bront, other than the glow we can look in there and see a little bit.
There are drawings on the floor. Drawings on the floor. There's a bucket in the middle of drawings. It smells.
Is there danger? I don't need to know anything else at this moment.
I am the danger.
And then I release what I assume is a chomping at the bit Ervin when there was drawings on the floor and the taste of magic.
So I started having this idea last night, and I didn't want to say anything to the people of the farm because I didn't want them to be upset. But I started to think, well, they don't know too much about his past, and they also might have problem with necromancers, correct? So connecting the dots, perhaps he was trying to gain their trust to get some sort of alchemical reagent for nefarious purposes, because you don't sell to a necromancer. It's one of the rules that she knows.
And I literally am not. And I was like,
But I didn't want to say anything. That's why I was tasting for magic, because I think there's magic going on here. But I couldn't put my finger on it. And as soon as he opened that hatch, you know, I bet you that there is some occult magic down there. And that's nasty stuff. I won't eat it.
With all of his excitement and Bront's like sudden silence when he's down there and he lit his torch, curiosity gets the best of me, and I just peek my head into the hole and glance over to that area, and I assume, given my past, that I see that symbol on the floor and go, "Ugh," and lift my head back up.
Zarion, go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
You said a knowledge check?
An intelligence check. If you have something that applies, you think, then
I have knowledge.
knowledge what?
It just says knowledge.
It should say something more than just knowledge. I'm certain of it.
Hang on.
I'm going to assume that should say knowledge something, but is it in your skills?
It would be history.
Okay.
I also have history, but I haven't looked down there yet. I've been waiting.
I'll allow a knowledge history check.
Perfect.
Namely because this is like related to your history in particular.
23.
Hell yeah.
With a 23, you definitely recognize necromantic magic circles. That's very clear what that is. That is an occult necromancy circle. Somebody raised some form of dead here.
Perfect.
Since I'm the only one in this like cellar, nobody's stopping me.
I think Ervin's there now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Ervin's rolling.
What you have seen from me, as I peeked my head down, I saw that, and my head immediately darted up, and the only thing that kept me from running out of the door was Ervin grabbing onto my cloak.
Can I use Arcana with this?
Yeah.
29. I got a nat 20.
Jesus Christ, what do you add already?
+9. Everything's Arcana, baby.
Okay.
I think that I let Ervin go loose, and in a very similar motion, watching you react, I grabbed onto you and I brought you in close and went,
Do not worry. I will keep you safe.
and I pat you brusquely on the chest as my arm is all the way around your body. So it's just like
I am standing in the circle.
With 29 Arcana, the air is foul. It is definitely, you feel like you could sit here and get full on what is essentially like the nastiest meal you could eat. It would be, it would be a sickening but filling meal if you sat here and wanted to. It is definitely necromancy. It's the occult arts, and from what you've already learned from the book, you would guess that somebody made a blood oak zombie with someone's body. It's likely that the person was probably not murdered here, could have been, with the amount of blood, but you know that the process probably was gruesome, and the fact that there's nothing here leads you to believe that it walked away, or they took it elsewhere, or something along those lines. I'm trying to think. 29 is a real good roll. Can I give you anything else? You know that the blood oak that was used is dead. And if it wasn't dead, the scarecrows up top would probably be way more dangerous by now.
That is fair.
Ervin says, okay, it is looking like my idea's panning out. I know that this is kind of a crucial moment.
I do relay information because I do not stop talking, but
I know this is a crucial moment. Do you mind if we take a quick break here?
I look around at the other two and go, I do not believe that would be an issue. I believe that this is a fine time for a break. Pull out your lunches, boys. And I look at Zarian and I go, never mind. For you.
To which Zarian says,
And since I'm still holding on to him, I go, you can say it. This one you have earned. You miss lunch. I know.
I miss lunch.
I'm definitely standing in this necromantic circle, and I'm staring at my little blood bag, and I'll give it a little spritz on the circle.
It won't do anything now.
Well, I was just curious to see if it still works.
It would still work if you had actual proper components. And no, I won't tell you what those are.
I put my finger down.
Give me a luck check, Bront.
Oh, okay. Luck check.
Ervin is not eating this magic. To be fair, Ervin is allowing the toad to eat the magic. What little he can.
Your boy got a nat 20.
Nice. This is probably a good time to be lucky.
Yeah. From the player's perspective, Jason, I know that you have talked about the concept of down the line learning or cross-classing. That's not really cross-classing in Mythcraft, but going down like a witchcraft path later on with Bront.
Okay.
Do you think a nat 20 would push you down that line, or would a nat 20 keep you safe right now?
Excellent question.
flip a coin.
What a wild Sophie's choice there.
Roll a D2.
Safety or progression?
What does a nat 20 mean to the player?
I mean, I would say, okay.
She did just spray blood on the necromantic circle. I mean, I can't.
That's like, it's like his stupidity is going to get him down that path is what I'm aiming for. So like it'd be luck through stupidity.
Yeah, I feel like that's what he wanted.
Yeah. It's like, okay, because if he sprays, it's like, oh, what the fuck does this do? And it just might just pique his interest.
Yeah.
Might do more than that.
What is the necessary skill for witchcraft? I'm going to have to look that in.
No one else sees anything, but when you spray the circle that you are standing in, for a second, nothing but what is inside the circle with your torch is lit up. It's as if the rest of the world goes like pitch black, and you can only see inside the circle, and you are all alone.
How long does this go on for?
Just long enough to be disconcerting.
I just kind of stare at Salamanderious here and go,
Nope. Can't see him.
oh, I'm alone. I just kind of sit there and stare into the void. Oh.
The void's gonna look back.
Ervin, what are you doing? Bront just sort of stops and stares forward for a while. But that's not abnormal for Bront.
It's not abnormal, but he would be concerned because normally when that happens, he is chewing. Is he currently chewing?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Teeth clenched.
Cheeks clenched.
I will do another Arcana roll. Again, this whole thing is Ervin and his Arcana rolls. Would that work, or would animal handling perhaps work?
What are you trying to do?
Try to read the situation. Like, could I think he's stuck?
I think that as I was attempting to allow Ervin the time to buckle down, I was handing out the lunch that I likely was the one who took. And like I made special course noticing that he hasn't eaten any meat as of yet, to take whatever meat portion out of his. I attempt to hand it to him.
To Bront?
Bront, yes, sorry, to be clear. Bront.
Yeah.
In this instance, can I make an intuiting as that I'm attempting to hand him food?
I'm going to keep it simple. And I'm going to say, Ervin, as you kind of see this weird moment with Bront, before you can even really put your very big brain to work, Jockmock does the very simple thing of handing his friend food. He crosses the line, and as he enters the circle, all of a sudden, Bront, everything comes back. The lights come back into the room. It's as if nothing has changed. And Jockmock just sort of walks into the circle and hands you a sandwich or whatever.
I just go.
Jockmock, not even realizing what has happened, seems to have broken the spell.
Sick.
I'm like super surprised by that. I'm like, you know how like goats just do that little mumbling, bleeding shit.
I look to my toad. If there was an increase in cult magic, that would have piqued the toad's interest.
We've not talked about your toad. Tell us about the toad. What's with the toad? The toad in your hat, correct?
The toad in my hat is currently out and eating.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to have a stop, because he can still get a small bit of magic, but he also eats regular bugs now. He's trying to hold on as much as possible.
Oh, there's definitely flies.
Yeah. He's eaten flies, but he's also, his skin, the way that he works, his skin sucks up the magic when it's around.
Okay.
So I've let him out to be able to feed on both sources.
Sure.
My toad is my brother.
Cool. We don't judge here.
Just so that there's a little bit more information for the player so that we can RP it more. Ervin, after seeing this, looks down and goes,
Brother, did you see anything?
just speaking to him. But
It's just a toad, right? Can you speak to the toad?
I can speak to the toad. I don't have a very strong, like, the way that familiars work is really weird in this.
Yeah.
But the idea of
Okay.
the toad is attempting to be my familiar.
Okay. And you have that ability at this point?
No, because they don't make that available.
There's a way.
But I'm trying to figure out the way.
It's under witch.
Yes.
At least one of them is. One of the ways is under witch.
One of them's under witch, but it says, okay, so this is my problem, and I'm going to say it out loud. Maybe Mythcraft will hear me, and they can email me about this. My question is that it says under Gretchling that they can choose to become a wizard's familiar instead of completely losing everything about themselves.
Gotcha.
But they don't give the wizard class that I could see the ability to have a familiar.
I see. For now, I'm going to assume that it is an ability that a wizard can learn.
Yeah.
And you just don't have it yet, which means he can be your familiar once you can take a familiar.
Yeah, so
If that's the case, then he doesn't respond yet.
he doesn't respond, but he still has intelligence.
Yes. He's a frog that I'm talking about.
Yeah, so I'm more asking aloud to see what he's looking at.
Yeah. You see that he's looking. He is your brother, as you said, so I think you understand some things. You see that he takes his paw, scratches behind his, ear, eats a fly, looks up at you, and then looks back at Bront in a very, this guy.
Yeah.
Bront's curiosity is beyond piqued. I'm still looking around at the floor wondering what the fuck just happened.
It seems that he had the very unfortunate brush with the occult himself. Now you are not alone.
Bront, word of advice. I'd probably stay out of that circle.
Are you, or did you just refer to that toad as your brother?
Yes, I did.
I was under the belief that you were a Gretchling, which I have heard stories of, but they are not toads. And even though you look like a salamander, they are not that either. So,
So you've never actually met any cursed Gretchling? You're probably only familiar with most of my siblings that are brights.
I am unfamiliar with your kind in general. I have heard of people meeting the, as you call them, brights, but I did not spend much time with them myself. Furthermore, it is your kind are more of a nuisance to a great many people, and that is how they come across in the texts or stories.
While they're having that conversation, I'm gonna like look over at Zarius and go, "Oh, what? Oh,
Zarian.
Zarian, sorry, Zarius. Haha.
Also, is Zarian in the room?
No, he is outside of the cellar, but now like looking down through the hole of the cellar.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. I'm gonna look down while they're having that conversation between Salamanderious and Yakmok, and I'm just gonna take a little spritz of that blood again, just to see what I saw when I wasn't crazy.
I'm gonna say nothing happens this time. just straight up, nothing happens.
The straight up curiosity that I cannot repeat that again.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that whatever residual magic was left in the circle is gone.
I see him attempt that, and I roll my lack of eyes.
Between two Gretchlings eating it and you doing that, it's gone.
I am not eating it, but my brother is.
Still.
I look to Jockmuck and I go,
Actually, it's a large misconception. Most people that had problem with Gretchlings are magic users, and we don't really cause a problem. Big cities, though, it does cost a little bit more magic to keep things running. That's why they say that. Feeding us is their version of difficulty. Just like they feel the same way about poor children.
And how some people feel about vampires.
you can tell that what he said came from like a big place of hurt.
Sure. I wish to be clear that I do not judge you or your kind at all, especially because there are many untoward stories about my kind, which find themselves to be patently false.
Of course, it's just to say you, as someone who reads a lot, I've learned you cannot believe everything you read.
Yes, of course. I simply am acknowledging that this is a area that I have not much first-hand knowledge. Only second.
There are 3 types of known Gretchling. There are bright Gretchlings. Those are the ones that you see most often. They're very brightly colored. They look like frogs, like they're brightly colored frog-like people. And they normally have some sort of poison affinity or elemental affinity. Then the next most common are cursed Gretchlings. They eat curses and occult magic. If a Gretchling doesn't get enough to eat, they start to turn smaller and smaller. And a lot of curselings, if they can't handle the cursed and occult power within their body, turn into Gretchlings and need to be put down.
Maybe this is part of this distinction that I do not understand or did not have enough knowledge about prior, as I'm certain that there is not much distinction made between the different types of your kind, other than maybe sometimes referring to them as something different entirely.
My brother was a cursed Gretchling, and now he looks like this. He travels with me and I keep him safe, but that's why I wanted to stop, so he could eat something. He'll never grow back to being a full-sized Gretchling. He made that choice.
Well, you'll know what they say. You throw a box cover inside of a glass house and it sinks ships.
Indeed they do.
That is a classic saying.
Who would make a house out of glass?
You, and you'd sell it for a fortune.
Ervin says with a laugh. He rarely jokes around. This is a good mood.
I nod agreeingly.
And Bront is going to do his best with the nearest piece of parchment and copy down all of these ritualistic-looking drawings.
It looks like a 12-year-old on speed drew it. I don't know where that 12-year-old got the speed.
You never know where a 12-year-old got speed, just to be clear.
I do have a thing of Adderall on top of my fridge, but hey, whatever.
Well, that's how the 12-year-old got the speed.
That's how they got started on speed.
Likely prescribed.
Yeah.
It is prescribed.
That was the opening of the door for speed for the 12-year-old, just to be clear.
But in my copying and drawing and looking around for more drawings and stuff, do I happen to find any books of the occult?
No.
Okay.
No. Other than the sort of like cast aside, used up occult stuff like candles, and you see like when you really look at it, you see like each corner has like it looks like some sort of like animal's heart here, and then like you look closer and it's like, oh, here's like an eyeball
Okay.
from something, and
Collecting all of those.
they look spent, but Bront would not know that.
True.
So Bront can go ahead and collect them.
Grabbing that heartwood, of course, that you described earlier.
Well, so it's gone. The heartwood has been removed.
Oh, right. Is there...
But what's left of the blood oak is still there.
Gotcha. Is there any other indicator of, like, who it might be that was conducting this stuff?
I am trying to think if there is a way you would glean any of that. Give me an awareness check.
I don't think he would, but I think that if anybody would, maybe Ervin would. If you believe that magic is something that carries some version of signature, whether that's literally or metaphysically.
I have the spell signature, but
I need an awareness check from Bront.
Awareness check for Bront. Nat 20 on the dice.
Nat 20, you don't have any other skills, right, that you want to play?
No.
Nat 20's good.
No other skill, because I'm just looking at any of those skills. I got like applied force, athletic, sprinting, crafting, survival, and navigating. I don't think any of those would work.
As you investigate this, Bront, it smells like piss.
My piss?
Not your piss,
Oh.
but it smells like there was a satyr here.
As a side note, just me killing time standing outside of the cellar and watching Bront freaking out about all this occult stuff. I want to cast sensory illusion in the corner of the room.
To do what?
he's building his own happy place?
No, he's fucking playing a joke to make himself happy.
What's your illusion?
A giant goat head with a crested diamond right in the middle of the forehead.
Like some ball shit going on? Okay.
Yeah, some really elaborate horns.
Gotcha. And just the corner of the room poking its head out of a wall? Like what's going on?
It's basically just going to be almost like a holographic, image.
Yeah, so as you realize that there's definitely been another satyr in this room, you see one, Bront.
I charge it with pure malice and hatred, like a territorial goat.
The biggest horned monstrosity of a satyr appears in the corner of the room on the wall.
We're talking 5-foot cube.
Yeah, this guy's got a rack on him.
I am full tilt screaming.
Stop giggling. What's wrong with you people? Bront, roll me a strength check. The higher it is, the worse it is for you.
Oh, please be a nat 20. He enters the void again. Oh, he's unconscious. Come on, nat 20.
I think that
Okay.
by the time this happens, I've given him his food and I'm eating mine up the stairs trying to be out of the way. Do you give me any sort of hint that this isn't severe danger before you do this, Zarian? Because I'm up the stairs with Zarian at this point.
Yeah, definitely. I nudge you and just kind of look over at you and look.
Watch this.
I don't say a word. I just nudge you, look at him with a little smile on my face. Not that you could tell because there's no lips. But...
Sure.
So what kind of bonus do I add to these things whenever I roll like a strength check? It's just like the flat 2?
You rolled a 2?
No. I roll a 9, but since my strength score is a 2.
Oh. So the good news is that you collide with it, and it's not your best run. I imagine you had to, like, jump over a couple of, like, busted shelves. Like I said, you used to have racks of blood here. So, like, the room is not, like, a straight line toward the wall, so you don't get a good run at it, but you do collide with a wall,
just
rattling your head a little bit because it is a wall.
boom.
Yeah, it's a packed dirt cellar wall.
The entire, like, cellar dust rains from above.
But then you hear Zarian at the top of the stairs just.
I love this. I'm just gonna sit and just as I get kind of like dizzy.
And I'm assuming that the illusion goes away when touched.
Yes. Well, it doesn't, but I will definitely.
Oh, okay.
You get like just the slightest chuckle out of Yakmok, where literally like a, and then he just like shakes his head that worked, and that like everything about this is stupid. And then he eats his lunch and waits patiently for
A track to explode on.
little Ervin to finish his stuff. Yes, he's just waiting for that track to explode on. Just wait with this Icelandic accent. It's gonna be wild.
So see, those two are up the stairs, so I'm still down there with Salamanderious. Okay.
And Sherwin.
And Sherwin.
Sherwin and Erwin?
I do look over at my little lizard friend in my haze and dizziness, and I go, I smell another satyr. I smell them.
Well, that does put a complication in it. Do you think you could track the scent?
I look over at Zarian and I go, "Did you know there was another satyr here when you did that?"
No.
I could try and track it. That's what I would try and do. Okay. Do you want me to try?
Yes, but you can't run out ahead. You have to stay with us with the blood soakers.
Okay.
You need to be nearby in case we find it, because it's probably the bad guy.
Okay. I will take big sniff then. I just sniff really hard. Do I pick anything up, Mr. GM?
I mean, you got to roll me an awareness check to see if you can track it. But basically, you would just smell the same thing that you smelled before.
Okay, this is going to be a game of hot and cold. All right.
You said you have a survival skill? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I got survival nature, but it's a +0, which beats out my awareness. So
Survival nature, the tracking skill in this game? I think it is.
I imagine it would be. Sounds really naturey and survival-y.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying not to assume some things because of, D&D, but just double check here. Skills.
No, there's an actual tracking skill.
There's a tracking skill, right? Because there's a lot of skills.
Well, I don't have that one.
Yeah, so awareness is all you're going to get.
All right, well, then I got a 6.
You got a 6?
Yeah.
Not only do you not track him or get anything from that, but you also just don't smell it anymore. Whatever lingering smell. It has been, you assume, weeks since the guy was here.
Well, it was old piss, but it was definitely satyr.
That's still helpful.
And I just look puzzled at the thought of a satyr being involved in this. But I also keep my little ritual drawings.
I look down and I go,
Well, Sherwin, you ready to go?
and that's how you guys now know his name.
Sherwin.
Sherwin just hops up onto your head.
Also, it is interesting to learn that there was another satyr here. This means that there is something new to this mystery, which also might imply that our dear lost hand Will is more likely dead, but only more investigation will tell.
I think we should look into the other building.
I asked the MC, you said both have cellar doors.
Mhm.
Are the cellars connected or are they separate cellars?
No. You've been in the cellar and you have not seen any other It's a simple underground,
Wonderful.
like single room.
I say there is another cellar, so it is worth checking.
Then let us go investigate that one then.
Yeah. We make our way towards the other building. Obviously, there's another blood oak there.
Yeah, we saw that one there to the north.
Jock Mock, are you carrying a torch?
No. I mean, I have some on me.
You're not carrying. Bront's carrying the torch.
Yeah.
You get up to the front of this building, and you can see that it's kind of caved in, but the light does not shine within, so you still cannot see within the building easily from out here.
Okay. Yeah, I have a bunch of torches. I take a torch and light it and attempt to sort of shine the light. Actually, I don't have to do all that work. I look at Bront and I say,
Use your torch to illuminate the inside of the building place.
Oh, okay, good idea. And I'll step inside and hold the torch up.
that's not exactly how I meant that, but we'll figure out if that's the wrong way.
Yeah, absolutely. Both you and Bront, Jock Mock, are suddenly lashed at by two tentacles as the light gives you clear view that a nice-sized blood oak has grown itself in this building.
Can I take a step back?
Am I rolling awareness now?
Yes, you are. I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at you guys from the dark, but yes. Bront, you lucky bitch. Jock Mock, you unlucky bitch.
Sick.
You take 6 sharp damage, because I rolled a 19 plus 3, and then a 6 total sharp damage, and you are slowed, Jock Mock.
Sick. I love that.
Bront, the fact that you've already been nearly strangled by one of these lets you learn to duck. Congrats. Because it rolled a nat 1.
Yes.
Everybody can actually roll your awareness now for initiative.
17.
20.
10. Oh, wait. Yeah, 10.
3.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oof.
All right, so I'm going to say Zarian's last.
Little doubt.
All right, that's going to make it Ervin.
Ervin
Ervin.
is going to set it on fire.
How dry rotted is this wood?
Very.
All right.
Bront has had no trouble knocking any of this wood apart so far. When you hit the wall in the cellar, you basically removed all the wood where you struck and found the dirt wall underneath.
In the words of Saint Hannah Montana, I came in like a wrecking ball.
Oh no.
Technically, that was the Saint Miley Cyrus.
I see you're apocryphal.
So I'm making an attack against the creature's AR. And it is a 17 plus my arcane power level, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, 18.
Should be your intelligence, I think.
My beam of fire is based off of intelligence.
Yeah, it's based off intelligence, so I get to add my int as well, so then it's a 20.
That's it.
D10, D10.
Boy, if that was a miss. Whew.
It does 8 fire damage.
Oh, not to mention it's vulnerable. It's a hit as hell.
It's a hit as hell.
It's a hit as hell. You said 8?
8.
8. All right. That's gonna be the end of your turn?
Yeah, because that's all 3 of my action points.
Okay. Jock-mock. Jock-mock.
Wonderful. So she lit this thing on fire. What is going to be the action point cost to squeeze this handle?
Oh, let's call it, I think the standard attack is 2, right?
Typically,
Say 2.
it's the lowest you get is 2. Okay. Well, so based on the map, it looks like there might be something else there. Can I roll to see what might be underneath that? Right? Does it look like I can see something else there?
Does this game say anything about, like, in action for investigation and combat? I don't think so, right? Just roll awareness.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'll roll awareness. Can I use perceiving?
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, fuck me. I don't see anything.
You gonna squirt it?
Yeah, I'll try to squirt it.
A little squirt.
Hey, look at that. That I might actually do something. I rolled a...
We got a squirter.
Yeah.
Since it hit me, it's going to hit no matter what. So I rolled good enough to hit it. It doesn't really matter. If it hits me, I hit it.
Okay.
And I empty the rest of my pack on it. Can I do that? Or are you going to limit the amount?
I'm gonna say it takes a little bit of time, but I'll say, how should I do this in a combat? I didn't think that far ahead. Foolish me.
Yeah, truly.
I'm gonna say 3 hits. We'll.
Okay. Well, then we're 1 down. And that's all I can manage with my APC. Did it cost me an AP to look at it?
Now, I'll tell you this, Jockmock, you realize in this combat situation, you squirt it. You're like, and you realize that you are sitting with a sack of blood, and you are a man who is good at beating and throwing things with random shit. And you realize there's a much faster way, probably, to do this on your next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that
I think you realize that it is not an effective combat tool.
even before you said that, when you told Jeff as a player that Jockmock would realize this, I think Jeff was going, I'm going to have to wait 3 turns to do this? No, I won't.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
So, did it cost me a action point to look at it?
No.
Okay, so then I'm going to take that to move out of its range, but like, if I were to move out of its range, is Ervin more in its range?
No.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to move the fuck out of its range to be on a different line from it. So I move away from Ervin, but not towards it. Kind of circling in a clockwise circle.
Yeah.
That'll be all my points.
All right. That's going to make it its turn. Bront, you are still the only one within range. So, Bront, you get attacked twice.
Oh.
Bront, what's your AR?
11.
Low as shit, right?
It's always 11.
That's what I thought. Yeah. 8 damage twice.
Oof.
Ow.
16, huh? Sweet.
16 damage, and you are slowed. What does slowed do, by the way, Jockmock? You were slowed.
That is a great question.
Sure is.
Oh, you could probably only move half that distance that you just moved.
Probably can move. Slowed. Your speed is halved, so have whatever you moved. You can still put yourself out of range. Bront, you take 16 damage, and you are slowed. And then...
Yeah, I'm at 10 HP.
Oof. And then from underneath this thing crawls half a scarecrow.
What a funny little guy you got for that.
Yeah, it's got a pumpkin head, and it's orange, and it's very, hittable.
It is pretty punchable.
His face is very punchable.
In case you're wondering, it looks like our president.
What? That's crazy. Our president doesn't look like an orange pumpkin. 5 more sharp damage as it crawls up and slashes at your legs, Bront.
5 more damage.
Better drink that pot.
I really want to punch this thing now.
Yep.
You do have a vial, luckily enough.
I do. Do I drink it now?
Well, maybe. Is it your turn now? It is your turn now. You can.
Oh, okay. What's the action point cost for using a consumable?
Potions. Wait. Drinking a potion costs 1 AP. I did save it.
Oh, cool. Well, all right. I have...
Feeding a potion to a willing or conscious adjacent creature costs 2.
My action points, I have 4 around.
He is constantly conscious adjacent, though, so...
So I can drink the potion and punch. I could do both of those.
Sure can.
All right. So, yep, that's what we will do. It says 1d4 for the potion. Come on, please give me a 4, please, of all things. And what the fuck? Is that a 4? That is a 4. All right. We're at 9 HP. And I'm going to punch the very punchable pumpkin man in front of me.
Sure. Just punching him?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. I rolled a 23 to hit.
Oh, it hits.
All right. The damage is 1 plus my strength. So 3 damage.
Yeah, it's great, man. 3 damage. Way to go.
Yeah.
You did it.
You did it. You punched him so good.
Punched him so good.
It's like a surprisingly sturdy pumpkin head on that A scarecrow, though. That's gonna make it. Is that the end of your turn?
It looks like he could even take a bullet to the ear.
Definitely could. Allegedly. Zarian.
Zarian is looking at this scarecrow creature crawling out from the woodwork. And after the happenings inside of the house and the findings inside of there, Zarian's curiosity gets the best of him and kind of just does this as a test to see what happens. So he's going to use the arcane cantrip Grave Whisper.
Okay.
So, with a word laced in angry darkness, you prepare a creature for death. Make a magic attack against a creature's fortitude. On a hit, deal 1d8 necrotic damage.
Okay. Give me that attack.
Natural 18, and then I don't recall what I add to it.
Definitely hit that fortitude.
Perfect. Then we need a d8. 6.
And what type of damage is that again?
Necrotic.
Necrotic.
So, really, what Zarian's looking for with that is to see how the creature reacts when he goes. He's speaking in tongues. I don't know.
Sure. It appears to wither away from your occult words. Like, it looks like it causes it to wilt. The vines that make the... You're doing it to the scarecrow?
Yes.
Yeah, so the scarecrow's like vines that animate it kind of retreat within it a little bit. It looks like it fucks it up. It looks like it fucks it up the same way it would mess up any dude.
Okay. After I see that, I just kind of look over at Ervin to see if Ervin also saw that.
Yes, valuable data.
Yeah. And to reiterate, a normal dude. It's not better or worse than you'd hit a guy with.
Perfect.
It's just like a normal guy.
Do you have any other actions, or are you done?
That would be it. I think that's all I could do.
Ervin.
Ervin is, for some reason, not all that scared. I think now that more information has been aggregated, Ervin is less scared of these creatures. Okay, he is going to shoot the ruby wand at the whatchamacalls the president. He's going to shoot the wand at the president. And it's going to be a dirty 20.
I'm going to shoot the president. Great. That is fire, correct?
Yes,
What did you actually roll?
a 19.
Because I re-looked up vulnerable. That's a crit.
Oh, sick.
I've re-looked up how vulnerable works. I forgot. It increases your crit range as well.
Oh, so my 20 last one probably should have crit too?
It would have done it, yeah. Apologies.
Right in the ear.
How do we do crits in here?
Crits are maximum dice roll, and then you would roll again.
Ah, okay.
But crits for spells just don't cost spell points.
Oh, yeah, the spells might be different.
But you're using a weapon, so this counts.
Right. That one is that. But with magic, doesn't it mean that it like automatically catches him on fire? The blood oak?
That's a thing you might have. I don't know it.
Yeah, that would be in the spell work itself.
I think it's a skill she has. I think she did tell me about it last time.
I think it's one of my talents because I'm fire focused.
It's a talent you have. Yeah.
So crit with a weapon is the same as the crits we normally do, except for make sure to add your luck if you have any. Crit with a magical ability, you add your luck to your damage. Magic crits from an arcane source may have additional effects. If you crit on an arcane spell, then you reduce the SPC by 10. If that spell costs fewer than 10, then you spend no SPC.
Yeah, I think it's different for each wand too.
I don't remember the wands having different crit abilities, so I think it might be a talent if you had it.
Hold on. For rules on critical hits. Oh, and then I click it and it says it can be found here and it says it doesn't exist. Yeah. Okay, so on the first one, I didn't spend any of my SPC.
Yes.
Yes, because you crit, so that's easy enough to go back on.
Grade it.
Do you mind doing damage, and we can apply anything that might come later?
I do 9 damage, 9 fire, 6 plus 3.
Okay. Do you do anything else, Ervin?
Yes, I'm going to cast Illuminate into the room.
Okay.
That's what I do.
What does illuminate do?
It just lights it up.
Okay.
So I can see if there's anything else in there. Brilliant point of light into existence. You create an orb of light. You can choose its color when you cast it, and I can only have one at a time.
The room seems to be safe from danger other than these two creatures.
Okay. Well, my turn. I'm going to rip this blood bag off my back and throw it at this angry thing.
Okay.
Here's hoping for a hit. I'm certain that's going to do it. Yeah, 18.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's versus armor, and that's definitely going to be a hit. It wouldn't matter what I made that versus, it's definitely going to hit. Is it the half sack?
Yeah, it's the half sack.
Okay, so the half sack had a little less blood in it, but the thing is also taking some damage. So I'm going to say that it tears as it hits the thorny vines and just sort of like drips blood down this thing. You watch it quiver, grow twice its size, and then stop. It just sort of sinks its roots into the ground around it where the blood is dripping and starts drinking it up.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. All good things.
And after that happens, I yell out,
Now we do not have to worry about the tree, just handle the little scarecrow. It will be helpful to get rid of it.
Right, the little orange man.
With small hands.
I am uncertain why it has such small hands.
I need you to kill it for me. This is therapeutic. I
need
need you to kill it.
so it cost me 2 AP to do that. I've got only one left. I'm going to roll that over. That'll end my turn.
Okay. That's going to make it the zombie's turn, the scarecrow's turn. That's going to make... And he's just going to go ahead and... Bront has not moved. He's going to attack Bront. He's going to miss Bront. That was pathetic.
Yeah.
It's pathetic from a weak man. Sorry, I'm dealing with a lot right now, and I need you to kill it. Bront, it's your turn.
All right.
I need you to make pumpkin jelly.
Pumpkin jelly.
Let's see. Well, we refreshed on all of our AP plus the 5. So let's see. What can I do here? Ooh. No, I need the 10 feet for the ram ability, but I can headbutt the shit out of it. So I'm going to keep mashing my head into it twice. So we're going to make 2 attacks here.
Can you?
I mean, yeah, it's unarmed.
All right, go for it. Yeah. Just make sure you have enough APC.
Hey, I have 5 APC. I'd still be left with 1. It's 2 APC.
You have 5 APC?
Yeah, I carried 1 over. Because I can only do 1 attack last time because I drank the potion.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
Let's see, bonus plus 4. So I got
I thought you were light on your last turn.
a dirty 20 on that one.
That'll do it, man.
So yeah, 1 plus strength. I wish that was more, but all right. It's 3 damage, so I'm going to roll that again. And
Our fights are so funny to picture. Like, if you've got one of those brains that could really paint the picture, just painting the picture of Bront, just like throwing his head back and then slamming it essentially against the ground, right? Because this thing's crawling toward him.
Yep.
And then doing it again.
if you know the scene from Invincible, it's like that, you know? The next attack is a 21 to hit, and that's another 3 damage. The damage is 1 plus strength. I wish it was more.
Beat him like he nearly murdered your girlfriend. Sorry, what was the total damage?
Total damage would be 6.
6? Okay.
Throws his head back, slams it on the ground.
Zarian.
Zarian has just about had it with this little orange man. He's going to
Yeah, we all have.
charge forward within melee range. And then, while doing so, pulls out the fire blade and takes a swing mid-torso, attempting to essentially chop this thing in half.
All right. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Didn't work. Total of 6.
Yeah, that won't do it. I was gonna say it's got a really low armor, man. You sure? But nah, that doesn't do it.
Sounded really cool, though.
Just gonna make it Erwin's turn again.
I just basically lobbed it.
Use your hips.
Since I hit it before with fire, is there any chance that it's on fire?
Only if it says it would.
Both of those crit.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing, is like if I can cast Fan the Flames and something's on fire, that works. But if not,
Yeah.
then I will just attack with Beam of Fire again.
Yeah.
And I will do a dirty 20. So it will crit
What'd you roll again? Because it's a crit.
a 17. Or no, it's a dirty 20, so it won't crit.
It is vulnerable
Is it vulnerable 3?
2. No, yeah.
And I will do 6 more burning damage.
6 more burning damage. What does it look like when you do just enough damage to kill a scarecrow?
It sets it on fire.
Yeah?
It sets it on fire and it gets completely engulfed in flames before burning out quickly.
Sorry, I was just imagining it. So yeah, so you killed the host. Or the scarecrow. Way to go.
Thanks.
You totally did it. You kill it, it lights on fire. You watch as the flames kind of sputter out. The ground is seeded with thick, like, new blood oak growth that covers the ground in a 5-foot radius around the scarecrow. But other than that, nothing happens.
Now we gotta find the scarecrow files.
As the scarecrow sizzles out, you just hear this slight whisper of, "They're normal-sized hands."
Holy shit, you guys killed the president. Just like that, huh?
Just like that.
I'll fucking do it again.
It was a hoax.
Hey again, tavern goers. Just wanted to say thank you one more time. Once again, you were just listening to Torchlit Tavern. This was Misscraft. Shout out to Brett Eagleston, who wrote our theme. You can get his music at bretteagleston.bandcamp.com or find him on X at BrettEagles. We would also like to give a shout out to Epidemic Sound for additional sound and music. Don't forget to find us on Patreon. You can also find us on Facebook and YouTube and X in theory. But if you do want to get hold of us, you can always email us at torchlittavern@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Links in the show notes. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to tell good stories.